Okay, so I'm watching the new show Beyond. Great little show. The idea is some kid wakes up after a 12-year coma. Um, how do you put it? He gets supernatural powers. Kind of smacks a little of Dead Zone and other TV shows like that. You know, falls asleep, blah blah blah, goes into a coma, comes out, and voila, got superpowers. Now, I have a couple issues. It's mostly with the pilot. And a couple things that come off the pilot, blah blah blah. But the problem is, as you can see in this clip here I'm showing, the house. I mean, I'm looking CRTV screen, VHS player, maybe 24-inch, and that's the main TV in the house. You got the Lego, you've got the freaking kid with the Meccano, and you're looking and you're thinking, oh, okay, this must be early 90s, mid 90s. And then you see the room and you're thinking, okay, he's got a Star Wars poster. He's using a walkie-talkie. Yeah, okay, this must be early 90s. And
What's that?
okay, that's kind of where the problem starts. Because here, I'll show you this. As he wakes up, you can see his wristband. As you can see, it says he is 25 years old. Now, as we previously saw, this kid looks like he's in his early teens. Now, if we take the 12 years away from the 25, blah, 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 we get, he's 13. Now, that's where we get problems. Now, if we assume that this is set in the current year, as it appears to be in the show, what, you're talking, I mean, even if you're generous, you turn around and say, oh, it must be 2004. What kid, especially a 13-year-old kid, is sitting in 2004 with original Star Wars posters, and they aren't episodes 1 or 2, they're episodes 4 and 5. I'll admit, back then, I knew a few people who liked Star Wars, especially brought on by the prequels coming out. But the problem was, kids that age didn't. I mean, you've got, what, Harry Potter? Did you have Harry Potter yet? No, actually, I don't think you did. You had the books for Harry Potter, which I assume, based on the fact he's not sitting playing any video games, that he's a bit of a bookworm. You do see later on that he is definitely some kind of bookworm. Let's just put it that way. And yeah, he's sitting. He never mentioned Star Wars whatsoever, not a little bit. But based on the time, 2004, being generous here. Technically, that's actually 13 years, but let's say it suddenly overlaps a little. And you've got Lord of the Rings would have been the most popular thing at the time. Because you've got all three Lord of the Rings had been out by that point? And that was back when we thought Orlando Bloom could act, but it turns out he can't do emotional responses, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's another thing that pisses me off, but that's a whole different thing.
It is time.
And what's this? We have a CT scan here.
We'll be fine. Try not to move or we'll have to restart.
Don't move. Okay. That's...
live, ladies. Here we go.
Initiating scan. Images come in online. System reading normally. Everything's green.
Looking good. Nice slices.
Fantastic. Why isn't this kid's head strapped down? I don't have a clue. There's no reason for this kid's head not to be strapped down.
What?
What's going on?
Must be some kind of interference. Attempting signal spread.
Wait. We have interference. That's why it looks like you need to jiggle the video cable at the back of these monitors. Who exactly is the one who has a fucking clue what they're doing? Then you've got, this pile of shit.
What the hell was that?
Shut down. Let's restart.
I know, let's just restart the thing. Yeah, 'cause that's gonna work. Can someone please call IT? Get this thing fixed, 'cause it's fucking broken. What the shit? Does this what the what the hell? At the end of it, shit starts going on fire. There's an earthquake. And yeah, let's just stare at a dude sitting in the fucking CT scanner, you know. He's apparently oblivious enough to not give a fuck. I mean, what the hell is this shit? Oh, and don't get me started on this fucking other clip here.
Even an Apple store.
There's a whole store that sells apples?
He thinks
Apple computers.
an Apple shop sells apples. Now, that would be forgivable if, and only if, he's never heard of an iPod or a Mac. I'm sorry, but in the 90s, we knew what a Mac was. It was this dirty-ass looking computer in the side of a school classroom that you never touched because it was basically a pile of junk. Had the UI of a toy, basically. Now, he can be forgiven for not knowing that, but iPods? Seriously? Big old brick thing, basically the size of a hard drive, played tons of music, very popular in 2003, 2004, especially with people of his income bracket. Who the hell made this thing anyway? Right, okay, this was really hard to find information on this guy, so I'm just gonna deduce? Yeah. What, at least this guy's age is. His name is Adam Nussdorf. I'm probably saying that wrong. But, I mean, look at this guy. He looks like he's in his, mid to late 30s, maybe early 40s. Now, I'll give it. In the pilot, this looks like it could be his room. Because it's the room of someone in the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, you've got to think, you've got CD players, so it has to be early 90s. Come on. Realistically speaking, kids didn't have CD players in their room in the late 80s. But you've also got, I mean, what the hell kind of house is this? They only have one TV in the entire house. One TV. And it's hooked up to a VHS player. No sign of a DVD player. I mean, you're talking by 2000, everyone had at least the VHS player and a DVD player. Because if you rent a movie from fucking Blockbuster, That was during the transition period. You started getting movies that weren't coming out on VHS, only coming out on DVD. So you had to have both. If you've never heard of Blockbusters, it's this shop that you went to and you rented movies from them. That was before most people had internet. And, even the people with internet, they didn't watch it online because it was so slow you wanted to kill someone. Yeah. Why do you think consoles were so popular back then? Yeah, I guess they're still popular. I mean, personally, I prefer a PC these days. Oh, and how did he get into a coma? He was riding his dirt bike. Well, technically, he's being chased by his friend's older brother, but yeah, there's that as well. But he was driving a dirt bike. Now, this was back in 2004, and he was apparently 13. I mean, maybe if he was 15, I could let it go, but what the Is this an American thing? Letting 13-year-olds out on dirt bikes? I mean, I know places are really far away. I went to Canada once, and holy shite. Place is massive. Yeah, I mean, Jesus, imagine not driving in a place like that. But yeah, I guess that makes sense. Okay, yeah. What else? Oh my god, this scene here.
Listen,
Yep.
I don't know how much time we have or what they plan to do.
They?
You're in a lot of trouble.
What are you talking about? Kevin, what the hell is going on?
Look, I brought you here to warn you. Warn me about what? Dude, if this is some kind of joke. I'm not making this up. They're going to be coming for you. I don't know when. I just know that they are real. And they are coming for me. Is the girl.
Speak coherently.
Girl, what?
Okay, this is probably a story-based thing, which will become clear, slowly but surely. But it's irritating as fuck nonetheless. I mean, what the hell are you talking about? They are coming for you. Who is coming? They. That was very fucking clear. Thank you. Who is coming? Precisely.
What girl?
Oh my god, you were chased
What,
by
did
a
someone
girl?
threaten you? No, she didn't
What?
threaten me. She tried to.
It's like, did the beginning of this conversation not fucking happen for you? You were the one explaining shit.
Hey.
You don't know what the fuck's
Hold
going
it.
on anymore.
Hold it.
Right, okay.
Breathe, buddy, breathe. Alright?
It's like, what the fuck?
Breathe. I gotta go. I'm gonna be sick.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've been slowly but surely binging my way through the episodes. It seems to be a decent TV show. As I said, my main nitpicky bugs are in the pilot and to do with his history. I mean, I think I mentioned, not 100% sure, that this guy did not mention Star Wars one little bit, ever. Not a bit. He's mentioned The Matrix once, ish. Oh, he's got a I Believe poster, but to be honest, who didn't? Maybe he was a big fan of watching the X-Files. I did quite enjoy the X-Files myself. Why doesn't this kid have a PlayStation? At the very least, come on, like a PlayStation, N64 or something. No, nothing. One TV in the entire house. Jesus, when the hell was this set? 1950?
Anyone? Looks like it's just us. Oh.
I can't believe you grew up in a house like this. I thought they only existed on TV. Like in the 50s.
Oh my god. But yeah, there were other issues such as, which all of it comes back to when exactly he was unconscious. Da da da. I mean, you've got the Apple shop scene. It's like, yo, the important events that happened the last 12 years. You could have, ooh, you could have things like a certain black president. Why?
and necessity to courage. What the cynics fail to understand is that the ground has shifted beneath them, that the stale political arguments that have consumed us for so long no longer apply. The question we ask today is not whether our government is too big or too small, but whether it works.
How about YouTube? Introduce the fucker to YouTube. Mention Hurricane Katrina. I mean, where are these people supposed to be, in Kansas or something? You think Hurricane's probably not that big of a deal, but a really, really, really big one? Yeah. Death of Michael Jackson. MySpace? Does he remember MySpace? Bebo? That sort of thing? Nah, actually, I think those might have been around. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong on that one. But anything other than, hey, you remember that baseball field you sometimes like to go to, even though there's literally no evidence anywhere that you even like baseball? Uh-huh.
You wouldn't believe the change in the neighborhood. You remember where you used to play Little League? It's a shopping mall now. Yeah, complete with a movie theater and a Home Plus, even an Apple store.
There's a whole store that sells apples?
Apple computers, iPads, MacBooks, Steve Jobs.
Tom.
Okay. Okay, so nothing else happened at all worthy of note. Not a single thing. I mean, how's that war in the Middle East going? I mean, I know it was just kicking off when I started, but... No, nothing. That's all done with. Good. Didn't lose very many troops. They got the guy who did 9/11. Fantastic. Seriously? Seriously? And you go with, there's an apple shop at the mall. You know the worst, but 6 episodes in, and they still haven't mentioned anything about anything useful to anyone. I mean, they could turn around and go, hey, well, VHSs are dead. Oh, actually, no, sorry. The other bit of information they do give is they tell him something happened to Blockbuster.
You don't have your license?
I don't have a Blockbuster card. Yeah, neither does anyone else. What happened to Blockbuster?
It's in a better place.
Oh, inside joke. I mean, the viewer knows what the fuck's going on, but this kid's, like, no one will tell me anything. I mean, the best they did was they gave him a shitty old computer, which was probably made after he went into a coma, and said, hey look, this is Wikipedia. Have fun. It's like, what the fuck do I put in? Can I have some hints about what the fuck happened in the last 12 years, please? Oh. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Just shit that bugs the bejesus out of me. Ooh. I mean, does he turn on the news, see all this Black Lives Matter stuff, and just think, oh, what the hell happened here? I mean, one day you're watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, one of the most popular TV shows at the time. So popular it was fucking on forever. I think it's still on. And they didn't even tell him Uncle Phil's dead. What the fuck's that shit about? Someone needs to, like, just take this kid and go, oi, Uncle Phil died. I'm sorry. I know you're upset. But Uncle Phil died. Oh, I'm getting slightly teared up. What the fuck's that about? But it's like, what the hell? You have absolutely no inkling to tell him anything. But, whatever. Oh yeah, Pluto. His biggest bugbear, about waking up 12 years later, was when he went to sleep. Pluto was a planet. When he woke up, it wasn't a planet anymore.
When I woke up, suddenly Pluto wasn't a planet anymore.
Pluto? Is that your go-to world-shattering change?
Which, okay. Demotion. Let's have a look. Planet, da. Yep. He's entirely right. Though, to his credit, he woke up and found out it's a dwarf planet. So it got downgraded from planet to shithole. Basically a lump of ice that happens to orbit. Near enough downgrading it to a comet. And then it got upgraded because people bitched. Pretty sure that's the only reason. It got upgraded to a dwarf planet. Way. So this kid, big into Copernicus, big into his astronomy, everything. He didn't look at it and go, dwarf planet. I could see that. I mean, what the fuck? It's literally a tiny little planet. Though maybe someone could show him the nice picture with the little heart on it and make his day, you know. There's that. But basically my issue is this guy wakes up 12 years later and finds out, well, that he was living in the late 80s. Haha. It's like, I mean, shit, you even see in his room, he's got a poster. And his poster looks like it's been printed on a printer. It's like, yep, that perfectly matches the rest of the time. Then you look at, say, his bed, and I mean, I never did this, but is this a thing? People stick stickers all over their bed? If I did that, I would have been beat with a fucking bamboo stick. Quite literally. I mean, you're just wrecking shit. What the fuck's that about? And bow by fuck. But anyway, what was I going on about? I was just having a wee rant. Hopefully you don't mind, and if you like the video, hit the like and subscribe, blah blah blah, and I'll see you with something else.